Hey guys, it's Ren from Makeup by Ren, and if you want to see this look, my smoky eyes with a pop of color and nude lips using all drugstore cosmetics, stay tuned for more. Hey y'all, so I'm back with another tutorial, and today I'm doing this look. And I've been meaning to do a look featuring all drugstore cosmetics for a while. I don't know when the last time I did that, but there are some really great makeup products available from the drugstore. Lines like Sonia Kashuk, Revlon, NYX, like they all have really good products, and if you apply the right base, use the right tools, you can really get a nice professional look. And not only did I use all drugstore makeup today to get this look, I also used drugstore brushes. So a lot of my brushes, I'm just going to show you really quick. They're really great and very, very affordable. I have right here several brushes from Studio Tools. And y'all might know Studio Tools as like the super cheap brushes that are like from Target. And they're probably like $2 a brush. Really cheap, and they're not bad if you're just using them for like all over application. And then I also have the Studio Tools new crease brush, which I really like. It's very thin, so it fits into a small eye. It's a little bit flimsy when you apply pressure, so I like using it more with a light pressure. And it's pretty good. And then I have the Revlon crease brush, which y'all have probably heard about. It's actually really good, so you should check that out. Then we have the Eco Tools, which is, everybody's talked about them at one point. And then I kind of cheated. This isn't really a drugstore brush, but it is a craft brush. It was 99 cents. Got it at Michael's, like in the sale bin, and it's a low Cornell brush. And I used pretty much like everything in the drugstore. The only thing is I used the NYX eyeshadow base, which I'm not sure if it's available at all drugstores, but it's definitely available at Ulta and online. So everything else was like definitely from the drugstore, so it's very affordable. And yeah, you don't really need expensive makeup to get a professional look. It's all about having a base and applying the colors in the right way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and if you want to see how I did it, stay tuned for the tutorial. Okay, so let's get started. This is my first time filming in close motion, so hopefully it goes okay. But I'm starting off already with my eyeshadow base. This is NYX Skin Tone, and I'm applying it with my finger. Now we're going to move on to the Nourishing Eye Quad from Neutrogena, and this is a Cheap Biscuit Quad. I'm going to take my Studio Tools fluffy brush and get the all over lid color, and I'm going to pat it on top of my entire lid. Next, I'm going to take my Revlon crease brush, which is really good, and get this warm brown shade right here. And this is going to be my crease and above the crease color. So I'm applying it, and I'm fading it up and out. And just use little tiny motions to kind of blend out that color. And now we're going to go to the lid color. I'm using a smaller Studio Tools brush to get this highlight shade, which is a shimmery pearl, and this is going to go to the center of the lid. So just pop it on, and you're just packing it on, and you can fade out the edges if you want. And if you need to, you can go back and apply some more of that brown color to kind of keep it in check. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the darkest color. I'm going to take a Michael's Craft brush, and I'm going to get this dark brown color. And then we're going to go ahead and start to make the outer V shape here, and we're going inside as well. Okay. Just blend it out and keep the middle kind of bare. And then we're just going to bring the color in. And this is going to be a nice little guideline and a deposit of color before we start really getting that blending brush in there. And I'm kind of like extending it out from my natural lash line up, and it's going to really give me like a nice elongated shape. And I'm just taking the brush and I'm kind of blending it out. And then blending it into the crease. And you start to see the shadows forming. Now you have the base for that down. I'm going to take my Studio Tools crease brush, bring it back into the dark brown, shake off the excess, and follow that same pattern that I created. I'm doing a lot of circular kind of motions and strokes so that I can really get that in there. And definitely try to have a base shadow underneath because it will help with the blending. So I'm going to going back and forth, darkening out the inside and outer corner, and also keeping some darkness in the crease, but I'm not letting it touch that middle color. Let's go ahead and get some more of that warm brown and bring it above the crease, just to give some warmth to the look, because the brown and the champagne are a little bit on the cool side and you don't want to look ashy, so this warm brown really helps. So once you got that, you can go ahead and take some more of the all over color on the same blending brush and then get it above and just fade it out. And I like doing this because you get such a nice faded out transition when you do a highlight color with a fluffy brush. So go ahead and make it as smoky as you want by kind of repeating those steps to add a little bit more darkness. And then you can go ahead and pop some more lid color on to get that super nice and bright. Like that. And that's essentially the lid color right there. Once you put on your lashes and your liner, you can kind of add more. But I'm going to apply my liquid liner. This is the L'Oreal Liquid Liner Intense in Carbon Black. Like that, and then let that dry for a little bit. Then you're going to take your Rimmel Soft Kohl Kajal in black, and you're going to go ahead and tightline. As well as get anything that you missed with that liquid liner. And then you're going to get your waterline. You don't have to be super neat because you're going to put more color over that. So I'm going to take a purple eye pencil. This is the Almay Intense Eye Color in Purple Amethyst. So we're going to take that and pop it on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take this Napoleon Paradis eyeshadow trio in Amsterdam. This is available at Target. I'm going to take my craft brush from Michaels and get it in that medium purple and cover that dark purple liner, which served as a nice base. And then I'm going to get the darkest purple and then go on the other half to set and intensify the color. Like that. I'm using the Rimmel eyebrow pencil. This one is dark brown. And I'm going to go ahead and outline my brow in soft strokes And this is a really good brow pencil. I use it a lot. I've used it on myself, on clients. I kind of always go back to it because it's so affordable and really deposits a good amount of color without being too soft or too waxy. Then I'm going to go in with an angle brush from Eco Tools and get a little bit of both browns. And then I'm going to start to fill it in. Okay, so once you're finished with your brows, you can pretty much do your lashes. I'm using the Ardell 107 lashes. I'm going to pop them on with some dual lash adhesive in dark, as well as my Carbon Black telescopic mascara, and then I will be right back. Okay, so the lashes are on, and now that that's done, that's pretty much your eye right there. If you want, you can go ahead and add a little bit more shadow to make it more smoky, but I'm pretty much done, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish the face. Okay, so that's it for the eyes, and now we're back to the face. I'm going to prime with my Rimmel Fix and Perfect Foundation Primer and a Studio Tools brush. Okay, so I have the primer on, and the good thing about this primer is that it kind of corrects any redness or unevenness in your skin, so you don't really need as much foundation. But I am going to apply some concealer. This is the Revlon Beyond Natural Concealer in Medium. And here's the concealer and there's a shimmer. And I'm just going to dot a little bit of concealer on the same brush and pop it right under my eyes. Okay, and now I'm going to move to the foundation. I'm going to use the Rimmel Cool Matte Foundation, and this is in shade Natural Beige. I'm using my Sonia Kashuk Beauty Blender sponge, and it's damp, and I'm just going to pat it on. And this is going to blend in really easily, no marks because it's of the sponge. Okay, so the foundation is on, so we gotta set it with powder. This is a really cheap translucent powder. It's corn silk, and you can find it like in the nail section. And no color, and it's just gonna be a setting powder. And I'm gonna use my Posh Kabuki brush, which is one of my original faves. And I'm just going to set it. Okay, so this foundation is clearly too light for me, and I kind of knew that because I've gotten tanner recently. But in order to adjust that, I'm going to go to my NYC bronzer in Terracotta Tan. Love this bronzer so much. And I'm just going to take that same brush right here and get it on the brown, lighter brown side, and I'm just kind of going to buff over my skin to adjust it. Okay, so my skin looks a little bit more brown. And now I'm going to go ahead and take a blush. This is not the traditional blush. It's the Gemma Kid Chic ID Color Adapt Blush. And this is the Target line. And I'm going to pop some on my cheeks. Since I already set with powder, I should have done this before I did that. I'm going to take a little Evian spray, which is a substitute for Fix Plus. And I'm just going to spray my cheeks till it's wet again. And then I'm going to take that same Beauty Blender and get it in here. And I'm going to pop it on right here. And you can see the pink color coming out. So you can see like the rosy colored that came out from that. And then I'm going to take my concealer again. And this side that's right here is more of like a shimmer. So I'm going to take the same Beauty Blender sponge and get that shimmer right on top of my cheekbones. And it's very subtle, but it kind of adds a little something something. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off with a real bronzer. This one, like one that's more warm. This is the Alpha Warm Tan. And it's really cheap, but it's really good. And then I'm just going to take a generic blush brush, and I'm going to get it around the perimeter of my face. to kind of contour and continue to adjust, you know. And I'm also taking that original translucent and I'm going to pop it right on top of my cheeks to set that blush. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to finish off with a nude lipstick from L'Oreal. Just picked this up recently. It's called Paris Nude, and it's from the color Riche collection. It's really pretty nice color. And I'm going to put it on top of my moisturized lips. It's a really pretty color. The only thing I don't like about drugstore lipsticks is that they have that scented old school lipsticks taste and smell. But I'll get over it. And this is the final look. All drugstore cosmetics, all drugstore brushes, and you can still get a really great look. You just have to kind of know what products to pick out because some are definitely better than others. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Check out my blog at makeupbyrenren.com for a complete list of products used, as well as pictures and all the other fun stuff. And I hope you guys have a great night. Ciao, Bellas!